What is happening, guys? In this episode, I want to talk about creating own creative values for yourself. So I want you to write down some of the values that help you produce the most work. Thought patterns that get you to create the most, and what time of the day helps you create the most, right? Some people just work better first golden hour of the morning. Some people stay up at night to work. What is the time that you work the best? Now, creativity is not something that you conjure up. It's something that's kind of fostered. And so I will be sharing my 7 creative values with you. I'm not telling you to copy these. These are just ideas so that you can create your own. I want you to be self-reliant. I don't want you to be dependent, right? So my first one is best ideas have not been thought of yet. Now, that just means that there's more to create. And with that thought, you can tap into the best, tap into your potential, right? The second one is excellence is a never-ending road. Now, we know it's about the destination more than the I'm just kidding. I know that it's about the journey, the process of getting there. And creativity is a process, just like life is a process. And so knowing that excellence is a never-ending road, you can't be perfect. And knowing that gives you a lot of freedom. And I heard this quote the other day. It was that practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect, right? So we practice, but we don't know the right methods of practicing. And so that's where we mostly go wrong. So knowing the steps really helps a lot of the times. The third one is creativity is an extension of my enthusiasm. So as I'm happier, I'm more creative, right? As I'm more overjoyous, I'm creating more because I feel the need to give. And I don't feel the need to complain or to share toxicity with others, right? So creativity is an extension of my enthusiasm. The fourth one is creativity helps me to see problems in different ways. That's like thinking outside the box, right? Trying to think of a solution in a new fashion, not the old way, man. It's the new way. And the fifth is we're wired to be creative. We just need to learn how to harness it, right? We aren't told how to be creative. Nobody tells us. Nobody gives us tips. It's a process, right? It's a journey that we figure out what's best for ourselves. And so we have to find a way to tap into it. And I'll be giving you some tips in the next video on how to harness your creative potential. So stay tuned for that one. 6 is that creativity is the greatest aphrodisiac. This might be a little funny one, but I've noticed that a lot of ambitious people are also highly creative, and they produce a lot, and they get a lot done. So just because you have a high libido or something doesn't mean that you just like sex. It means that you like creation, because sex is what creates us, essentially. And so if you tap into this libido, you can kind of create a lot of great work. And I definitely believe in that, you know. And the last one is that dreams help me create. Now, there's definitely a level of your consciousness that you can tap into, especially when you're dreaming, that helps you realize things, and it gives you epiphanies, right? Now, these epiphanies can be tapped into in the real world, too, with going into a dreamlike meditative state, or just relaxing or giving time for yourself to just unwind and letting those dreamlike images float into the conscious brain. And those are my 7 values. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you stay tuned for round 2 fight. Yeah.